is Sunday, March 20th, 2022. Uh, Before we get started, I want to make a couple corrections. Like I said, I'm not perfect, but therefore, if I make a mistake on something, my last video, one of Chris Brown's diehard fans text me and was like, Chris Brown is not 37, he is 32. So I want to make sure before I get started on this video, I correct that small error. So, okay, here we go. Today's topic is why relationships fail. Now, this particular video is a unisex video for men and women because, like I said, we always focus on, oh, what she do? She messed up. No, guys mess up too. So this topic is for everybody. So everybody can even include myself. Like I said, when we talk about these topics, I'm picking them based off either my past or what's currently, going on in my life. So this is for single people, married people, people in just a on and off again relationship. My thing is you got to ask yourself, well, why is it on and off again? What can I do to help the situation or the relationship? Or is it time for me to move on? And if you're married, to me, it's still these you can look at and your relationship could be on its way down. Like I said, there could be many things that you could pinpoint, but I decided to sort of pinpoint the ones that based off what I see and I hear people what they say they go through or what's bringing their relationship down. Like I said, that don't mean it's over, but it might be right at the doorstep of failure. So the first thing we want to do, we want to talk about the why the relationship is failing. So one of the things I think about first is trust and dishonesty. So when you meet a person, I always ask myself, like, why don't people just be honest? It's like most people say, well, I don't know this person. Well, I'm gonna tell them all my business. No, don't tell them where the buried treasure is. My thing is, but certain stuff you have to sort of lay it out there so a person can make an informed decision about if they want to date you or if the relationship goes further. And like I said, this is for men and women. If you're dating multiple people, that don't mean you're sleeping with them. If you are, that's just kind of what it is. But if you're dating multiple people, I'm a big advocate of you should date multiple people. But should you have sex with everybody? No. But to me, how you gonna figure out who you want to date, who you want to marry, or just say who you want to be in a relationship with if you're only just dating one person? But once again, I believe in full disclosure. Let your partners or potential partners know that, hey, I'm dating everybody, but be honest. We all grown. I know most people say, well, that ain't none of nobody's business. I mean, eventually it will become their business because that man or woman is trying to vie for your time. So with that being said, they should know sort of what they up against. Is it a competition? No, but when you break it down, people are competing for you, male or female. And like I said, if you're in a marriage, then like I said, some of these things could be the reason why your relationship is going down. So another thing that people do that I feel like is not a part of trust and dishonesty is don't trash your ex. My thing is leave that part out of the conversation or the initial conversation. Everybody should have a full slate or a clean slate, that is. It's like trashing your ex to me is a huge turnoff. So that part about trust and dishonesty, no one needs to hear about the past. My thing is you growing from that, you moving forward. So I always tell people, don't talk about your ex because all it's gonna do is create a vacuum where people believe that you are the problem and not the ex. The next thing is unrealistic expectations. When you meet somebody, it's usually based off when you see them, you can be, oh, she's so fine, or he's so cute. Da, da, da. That's just looks. You don't know nothing else. You don't know nothing about that person. So your expectations for a relationship should be based off what they look like, or it should be what comes out of their mouth. But people use, not a lot of people, but some people use social media now as sort of like the baseline of a relationship, how it should go. Or I hear people say couple goals. There are no couple goals. I don't look at another couple and be like, yeah, I want to be just like them. I mean, they're not me. I'm not them. I don't expect my significant other, girlfriend, or somebody I'm just dating to be someone else. And another thing, people look at their friends and family's relationship and they feel like, well, hell, their relationship is going, man, just fine. Why mine can't? People gonna show you what you need to see. We all know we had an argument before we left the house. We had to go somewhere. Real adults bury that until they either get back home or they don't discuss it again. So you can't look at a couple and once again use the term couple goals because it's like you have no idea what they're going through. So unrealistic expectations from somebody you just met, it's like you got to remember it's a getting to know a person. You may hear something that turns you totally off, and guess what? Those high expectations are now lower, and now you don't want to be bothered. You're not returning their calls, and they don't understand. But if you go back to trust and dishonesty, if you just be honest, if somebody turn you off, or say something, let them expand on what they just said. Say, hey, ask them questions. A lot of people, they don't want to ask questions. My thing is, you got to ask questions because that way you can temper your expectations and everybody can meet sort of in the middle. Another thing why relationships fail is lack of intimacy. I think I touched on this in one of my earlier videos, but with women, men, it's not about sex. It's like women are more emotional than we are. I think we all know that by now, so I'm not, letting nobody know something they don't know. So women thrive off of more of emotional attention, where men, it's more physical. But at the same token, if you're a man and you're devoid of affection or intimacy, your relationship is going to fail because a woman's needs are different than ours. And ladies, you have to remember, as I've said before, and I'm going to keep telling you again, men are cavemen. All we want to do is sleep, eat, have sex. Period. Those three. So if you're a woman and you're devoid of that as well, guaranteed that relationship is going to fail. So that's why I said your expectations should be in the middle. So a lack of intimacy will kill a relationship because, like I said, sex and with women, emotional needs, they'll doom a relationship. It's like it won't go any further because why would I want someone around me who doesn't meet my needs? I've seen a lot of relationships fail where a man can meet a woman and vice versa. A woman can meet a man in the middle intellectually and go above that, but then be devoid once again of affection of what a woman needs. It's like, okay, we could talk about calculus and Chinese arithmetic all day, but when, like I said, once again, when she needs attention, she's sad, she upset, are you there for her? If not, then hey, brother, that relationship is about to fail, or she gonna start, if she go by my rule, which is she date multiple people. But I want to go back to something. When I say date multiple people, I understand that some women and be like, no, I'm not about to do all that. I understand that and I respect that. But I just feel like how you gonna kind of know what you want. Now, if you know what you want, and the guy you're talking to or the guy you met or somebody you with is that person, then you can scratch the dating multiple people. But I'm talking about women who just can't seem to find their footing. But you got to remember, ladies, you date multiple guys. If you tell them right off the bat that, hey, I'm just, want to get to know you, I want to talk to you, some guys will leave. They just don't want to be bothered. If it doesn't involve sex, then they out of there. So when we come back to that, the lack of intimacy, it's like it's so multi-layered that you have to keep in mind that with us, sex is huge. With ladies, I mean, not counting the nymphomaniacs, but we just talking once again. When I'm talking about average people. So with ladies, it's more or less can you meet their needs as far as when they need you. If you can, like I said, y'all halfway there. So that sort of brings us into the next thing that I feel like why relationships fail, and that's time and availability. Now, when I talk about that, I'm talking about like I'm not a big fan of long distance relationships. When people talk about them, I just sort of tune them out because I know ultimately in the end, that's not going to work. You're not available. You're in a whole nother state. I don't hear about where they in Indianapolis and I'm in Chicago. Okay, that's a 4 hour drive, 3.5 or whatever. But damn it, when I need you at that particular moment, that day, it's gonna take you 4 hours to get to me, if you could get to me. So when we talk about time and availability, we talking about when you need that individual, can they and will they be there for you? Like I said, sometimes a phone call is nice. Sometimes a phone call is needed, maybe to talk you off the ledge or to calm you down or to maybe I'm the type of man I can tell you what you want and need to hear that'll make you feel better and vice versa. But if you're not available to me or for me, how is it going to work? And I feel like that's so underrated as far as your time and my time. And I'm a big proponent of people make time for things they want to do. So, fellas, I'm just being honest with you. I've been in that situation as well where if a woman wants you or likes you or is in love with you, she gonna make the time. If she doesn't make the time or is multiple excuses, and well, come to think of it, it's for the ladies too. Men are no different. It's like I'm gonna make time for somebody that I want to see, and it's almost like we all know you almost have to earn your way into our hearts. So time and availability, like I said, it's definitely huge, and I feel like you don't have the time for me, I'm gonna move on to someone else. I could go with okay, you cancel the date the one time, maybe the second time it could be you got children or your job or whatever. But it's like how many more times am I going to be able to keep hearing, well, not this week, next week? Okay, let's plan 2 weeks ahead. No, I need you now. Or I need to talk to you now. I need your time. I just want to look in your eyes. I just want to sit across from you. Sit on the couch. Like I said, hey, we can be honest. I just want to have sex. I just want to feel good. You make me feel good. But if you don't have that time or you're not available, people, then that relationship to me is basically doomed. I mean, we can focus on sex and what you can and can't do, unrealistic expectations, but if you're not present, then to me, the relationship is definitely about to fail. And last thing, I call it financial capability, meaning can both people match up as far as money? It's going to be hard to match up dollar for dollar. But I've been in a situation, like I said, where I've been with someone who made more than me and vice versa. And it's like when you love somebody or you working on a relationship, you do find a way. But then again, y'all got to remember sometimes people get tired of carrying the damn burden. Plus, with financial compatibility, we talking about saving money, paying bills, and you got to remember paying bills on time and going on trips, vacations, or whatever. You want to take the kids to Disney World, y'all want to go to Aruba. If y'all not compatible financially, how's that gonna work? And I've seen, you know me, relationships fail, sex, money, the two main things. And people say, well, if I make 100 grand and she make 40, I mean, we in a relationship, I'm supposed to carry. I mean, that shit sound good in the beginning, but after a while, you're gonna get tired of paying for all the dates, all the trips, everything. I mean, does it sound selfish? Well, yes and no, but at the end of the day, we being realistic. It's like I'm gonna get tired of carrying the burden, and she might, if it's reversed, she gonna get tired of carrying the burden. But you know, you find some people on earth that really don't care. But we talking about once again the average individual. And before we move forward, if you like this material, please like it, subscribe. If you got a comment, you could agree, disagree. The comments are open, and most importantly, subscribe. Like I said, I'm gonna try to get new and fresh content every Tuesday. And I'm going to try to keep this material coming. If you have any comments or questions, you can also reach me on Instagram at Mr. J Will on Instagram. And guess what, people? I was going to surprise y'all, but it's not a big surprise. I was a little bit, well, I ain't going to say I was shocked. I got two people that send me, one person sent me an email, another person DM me. So we got technically two letters that's asking me what should they do. So on our next Tuesday episode, I'm going to tackle one of the letters and see if I can help. Because like I said, at the end of the day, all I want to do is help. I'm not a relationship guru. Trust and believe, I done fucked up a lot of relationships. And my thing is, if I can help just one person, and I know most people say he just talking shit. No, I really mean this. If I can help one person with any of this information, it could be something you could take from this. If I can help you, I want to do that. I got two letters. I have to take these serious because my thing is this could be this person in the balance, to be honest with you. These people are in the balance. So my thing is with what I can maybe help them with, and maybe once I talk about it, somebody can get in the comment section and they can read it, and it could be something you guys can help with. But at this point, I really mean what I say. If I can help just one person, then that's what I'm going to do. And this channel is well worth it. Like I said, I'm not going to get a ton of views on everything that I do, but if one person watch, and I mean this as well, if one person watch, that's a conversation between me and that person, and they can take that information and they could use it either for themselves or someone they know. So with that being said, I appreciate everybody tuning in this week. Like I said, next week, everybody tune in. I'm going to tackle one of the two letters that I received. And like I said, I hope I can help somebody. So other than that, I appreciate everybody tuning in. It's been a blast. Like I said, hopefully this information is helpful. Signing out till next Tuesday. Fool me once. Y'all have a good week.